Today, I'm going to teach you how to make money in the Big 2-6. First, you want to create a document. You want to list your skills, all of your prior experiences, maybe some achievements, things that you're good at. You want to put that all in a document, and then once you're done making that document, choose some of the best skills and find clients that you can fill those needs with your skills. So you send it to a whole bunch of clients. You send this document to a whole bunch of clients to show that you're not some bum. You're actually, just maybe, you know what you're doing. So once you send this document to a lot of clients, maybe some reach out to you, showing interest in your skills. Maybe some don't. Okay, that's fine. The ones that do, get on it right away. Immediate response. None of this, actually, I'm going to wait a week. I'm going to ghost people because they think I'm busy. No, you're not. You're some chud in a basement. You need to actually wake up and do something. Anyways, once you have this document, right, and you send it out to people, now they may be interested. Let's say someone wants your skills. Great, accept it, no matter who it is. Doesn't matter if it's some bum. Well, maybe it does, depending on the scenario. Or Richie Big Bucks over there. As long as someone accepts you, that you can get your skills in check and actually use them, then that's fine. Then you can win. Now, this is the important step. The acceptance. Accept it. Just accept it. Now, if you haven't caught on by now, this isn't some quick guide to money. How to scam people in the Big 2026. No, you know what it is? Get a job. You're some chud in the basement. You need to get a job. It's that simple. Now, I know people will say, actually, the job market in 2026 is cooked. And you'd be right. You'd be right, unfortunately. But that does not mean it's fully cooked. It just will take longer than expected. We're going back to grassroots. The issue is, in today's societies, no one wants to do the little man's job. Everyone wants to be a lawyer or a doctor. Guess what? All those positions are filled, except maybe doctors, because healthcare is an infinitely growing system. But you need schooling for that. So you actually have to go to school. What? I have to go to school? I can't just jump in and save people's lives? What? I have to pay $1 billion? Now that's a whole system to itself that could practically be reformed. Perchance. It's possible. But if you want to be a lawyer, excuse me? In the Big 2-6? Are you serious right now? Are you thinking you can be Jimmy McGill, Saul Goodman? Are you joking? American Samoa? What? Yeah, no. You cannot be a lawyer in the Big 2-6. You have to either graduate from one of the top law schools or know someone. If you have neither, you're cooked. Don't even bother going to law school. That's some rinky-dink, backup small state university. No one cares about that school. No one cares. You need to go to a good school. Now, you need to get a job. You have your resume. Guess what? Some of you don't have any skills. You have to start low. Here's some actual practical advice on how to make money. You need to make money. You need to get a job. So, no one's hiring. Take a job at McDonald's. I know. Oh my God, McDonald's? You can't make money there. Guess what? You need some experience. Say, I'm escaping the Matrix in my basement. No, you're not. You're being a chud. Just be better. You can be better. I know it's hard to grasp working at McDonald's, but hear me out. You don't just work at McDonald's and be a chud and moan and complain. You do the hard stuff. It will take a bit. It's not going to be an overnight success. You will make money, but it will take time, right? Obviously, you want to invest money on the side, but that's a whole other thing, right? Invest money on the side. But this is just mainstream getting money in your pocket. You work at McDonald's. Now, you may be saying, McDonald's? No, I don't want to work. Shut up and let me speak. I'm not done yet. You work at McDonald's, right? Now, you may start out as a cashier line cook, but you're not going to do it forever. Eventually, maybe assistant manager opens up. If you're actually a charismatic person and actually know what you're doing, maybe you'll get it. Okay, great, you got it. Assistant manager. Now, managers opened up a year later. Now you're a manager. Now you'd be maybe wondering, well, actually, I need money now. And you'd be right. You'd be right. There is actually no way to do that, right? The issue with online marketplaces now, unless you're selling a distinct craft, you need to have innovation. No one has that. Everyone just copy and pasting because of some certain people back in 2022 that kind of cooked everything. Since they made that online platform, everybody's now doing this. Everybody knows all the tactics and all the stuff. It's just common knowledge now. You can't really make money online now in the Big 2-6 unless you have an innovative product. So if you want to go that route, great. You just have to find an innovative product or service that is great. Not some copy and paste ebook or online course. No one's making money off of this. The only people who made money off of this is because they did it first and they did it the best. All these copycats, they're just copycats. They'll be called copycats in the comments section. You can't do that. Anyways, back to the McDonald's job. Let's say now you're the manager. Oh, it was a bad work environment when you got there, but now you're the manager? Are you going to continue that? Are you going to make it better? If you make it better, oh my gosh, you now have experience making a place better. Now you have management experience. Now either corporate will see, maybe we want this guy to be higher up and work in the corporate sphere. Or maybe you can now apply to a different job someplace else. And now you have a story to tell. People love stories. I'm telling you, in interviews, if you tell good stories, people will say, that's pretty good. Now you could make stuff up, but people find out. Telling the truth is the best course of action. Tell lies, then people say, this guy's just a liar, he's making stuff up. People find out. Now they're not going to do a complete background check on you. Well, in a criminal sense they will, but not in the sense of, this person did this at this job. No, but you can't lie because they know. They know. Trust me, they know. You have to tell the truth. You have to gain actual experience, actual stories to tell. Then maybe now you become the manager of multiple McDonald's, or maybe you get to go to a different place, like an actual restaurant, and you get to be a manager there. Okay, that's fine. Now you're the manager at some other restaurant. the back-end manager. So you're doing all like the preparations, the scheduling, all that, and you're making the environment a good environment. Oh, wow, now they like you. Oh, and maybe go to a bigger restaurant. Maybe a bigger restaurant. And this is a few years in the making. This isn't an overnight success. How to make money overnight. Everybody wants it now. Learn to control your dopamine. Space things out. Again, not on purpose. Of course, it would be nice to have everything now, but that's just not possible. That's just lies. That's people trying to sell you and scam you online. You can't have money overnight unless you have some like innate talent, but most of you don't because most of you are charged in your basements. So just lock in. Lock in, get a job, move your way up the corporate ladder. It will take some time. Just be charismatic. Don't be a bum. Volunteer to do things, right? Work some extra hours to get more money. Don't spend money on stupid stuff either, right? You don't want to be spending money on goober stuff that nobody needs. If you know how to control your money, then a job is suitable. Now, you could say, oh, I have to pay rent. Yes, rent is a problem right now. There are actual valid problems and concerns people have. But you find a way to work around it. Don't just complain and moan. Oh, poor me, I can't pay my rent. No, you find a way. You find a way. There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. You can find a way. Most people are just chuds, and they just don't want to do the hard stuff. They don't want to volunteer and do hard tasks. If you do that, you get noticed. It's that simple. That's how you make money. You make more money by working more. What? No way. I just want to get $100 an hour. No one's doing that except these high CEOs, which frankly, they could be paying people more, depending on the company. But again, no one knows the full financial records. They don't know what they're spending it on. So who knows? Who knows? That's just my take. If you're a chud, just get a job. Doesn't matter where it is, right? I saw someone speak, right? And they were just talking about this success. And they had one of the best. They actually had something to listen to. This is going to be another rant some other time. But some people who speak do not know what they're talking. Let's just say, be yourself. Be the best. Like, shut up. Like, I've heard this before. Say something new. This guy said something new. And this one was actually a good story. You want to know how to make money in the big 2-6? Just get a job. That's why I'm making the video. Just get a job. That's all he said, right? He started out as some like bum in some hotel or something. Then he did all these little jobs over the course of a few years. But guess what? He eventually made his way to vice president of operations at a company. Or it took like 30 years. And again, this guy didn't have the best home life. So some of you chuds have a great home life, right? You have support. You have freedom to do basically whatever you want. Use that freedom to do actual good, to help out your family, to make money. It's that simple. Just do that. Stop being a chud in your basement. It's like, I'm escaping the matrix. No, you're not. Streaming? Streaming what? Streaming Arc Raiders? Excuse me? Who's watching you? You're not even a charismatic streamer. Streaming is a talent. It's not on the same level of like a doctor, a lawyer type of talent, because you need like actual like good talents for those. But it's basically a performance, an actor. Not everybody's an actor. Realize that. Not everybody's an actor. You can't just say, I'm a streamer, Arc Raiders every day. No one's watching you because you're just silent most of the time. And just a little comment here. You need to be funny and charismatic, and they need to see your face and see facial reactions. People have the talent that don't know how to use it properly. That's one. But most people just don't have the talent. So guess what? Just get a real job. Work at McDonald's. Know the hard labor. That's why, because you're saying there's a lot of yappers out there. Daddy's money, daddy's connections. Oh, I don't have to work. Then they treat people like bums at these service. These service people go through literal hell every day. And people are out here treating them like bums, like it's their fault. Like, excuse me? You have the audacity to be a Karen at a time like this? Excuse me? Who do you think you are? Some bum, probably? Someone who's probably never worked in their lives? Or worked in some easy field? Like, ooh, I'm an assistant, but I don't really do anything. It's just my boss does everything for me, and I just sit around and look pretty all day. Yeah, no. You want to get a job in the big 2-6. Just apply anywhere. Doesn't matter. You need actual experience. Then it may not be what you want. Yes, people should live the lives that they want, but guess what? It's not that simple. It takes time. Your teens, you should start out as early as, like, if you're 16, work. Just work. Anywhere, and like, that's the perfect time to start knowing what you want to do. Just work anywhere. Any type of experience is possible. Learn American Sign Language. That will help. Oh my goodness, this person knows ASL. Yes, please, I will hire them because no one knows it. And that helps so much. The amount of human connection you have by learning ASL would go miles of great fortune for you in the future. So that's basically it. If you want to make money in the big 2-6, just get a job. It's that simple. Just get a job. Stop being a chud in your mom's basement complaining, Cheeto covered fingers, looking like a goober. Just get a job. Enough said.